like going too long, just long enough. Let's turn the volume down on this. Okay. Happy New Year. Can you believe it? This is it. This is the last day. And then this year is gone forever. It's exciting that we get a new year every year. We need it. You know, we need a refresh. As human beings, we need a refresh. Every 12 months is about right. Sometimes it seems like you need more refreshing. But no, we're doing good. Happy to see you guys. It's 2026 is here. This will be the last talk for the year. But we'll continue with what we're doing here. We're talking about how to be a successful network marketer. And regardless of your product, there's certain principles and concepts and strategies. There's mechanics. There's things we need to learn. It's like any profession. Any real profession, if it's a profession, it has stuff you've got to learn. We're going to get right into it. There's 2 tactical objectives. If we're going to be a network marketer, if we're going to take a product and market it, network marketing is a method of marketing product. It's a way of marketing a product that benefits more than just you as the marketer. We leverage our success and leverage our distribution, the reach, through recruiting other people that are partners of ours and that take on the same plan. And now there's an effort of more than one. Now you've got a team. It only takes two people, and you can build a dynasty. You can build an empire. You can build a business that'll last a lifetime. That's the coolest thing. There's so much on the benefit side. There's so much more than on the all the difficulties that we have to face. But understanding the difficulties are part of it. It's like going to college, going to learning a new subject, picking up a new trade. You've got to go through some learning, and there's going to be trial and error. There's going to be times where you get frustrated. That's all part of, the learning part. But there's 2 objectives, and two tactical objectives and 2 strategic objectives. And that is the 2 tactical objectives is, number 1, the tools that we're going to use to get customers that end users, customers that use our products. Like for me, it's my smoothies. Smoothies are big today, so it's a simple thing. I like simple, okay? No, it's true. And SmoothieText.com, that's my tool to get customers. And then we need another tactic, another tool. There's 2 tactical objectives. If we're going to be a successful network marketer, you need a tool to get customers. And then you need a tool to get other distributors, to grow your organization of people, and more partners, more people that are going to distribute. And so those are the 2 tactical objectives. The tools are important. Tools are so important. And that's where the learning part comes in. You've got to learn how to function, and learn how to work using these tools. And then there's 2 strategic objectives. And the first one is to have satisfied customers that get good results. You don't have a company or a business or manufacturer doesn't last long if they don't have a good product, because the product results are with me, my smoothie mixes, this is the star of the show, not me. Getting people to drink this stuff, it makes people feel better, and that's great. And that's what we're looking for, repeat satisfied customers. And that's important. That's an objective. That's the objective. Get everybody using your stuff, right? That's the company's objective. That's every company's objective. But the second objective here is also to get distributor results. So customer results, and the goal is to get distributor results. People that are distributing, following the plan, they have success, you have success, everybody's happy, voila. That's the way it's supposed to work. And so, but there's a learning process. There's things we've got to learn. And this is the separating line. This is the dividing line between the winners and the losers. Hey, don't take it bad. Winners and losers, that's a good concept in life. Winning and losing is a great thing. There's nothing like winning, and there's nothing like losing. And when you win, you appreciate the feelings you get. It's a great thing. It helps you to feel good about yourself. When you lose, How do you handle that? And this is the key here in network marketing, is how you handle losing, because it's really good, you know, when you get a customer, you make money, you're all happy. But what about if you don't get a customer for 3 days? What about if you don't get a customer for 3 weeks? What are you going to do? Quit? No. Now, you will if you don't understand these mechanics. So we're going to go through it. So we got the 2 tactical objectives. This is why we're doing this, and 2 strategic objectives. We want customers that'll be around forever, shopping at our store, buying our stuff forever, because they like our stuff. We just happen to be the ones distributing it and benefiting from that, and we should, because of the work we have to do. This is work. So, 4 mechanics. And these mechanics are this is the deal. There's only 4 mechanics. That's the good news. And number 1, the first mechanic is not only a mechanic, but it's 2 power options. And you'll get this down. It's just terminology, vocabulary you've got to learn. It's understanding how the pieces all go together. But 2 power options, what are they? What's the first mechanic? There's 2 parts to it, and they're also called power options. That's use your product and talk to people. See? And you can wear the brand. I wear the brand, or wear a button, or wear something. I wore a button for years out in the streets of the neighborhoods and the cities, but now I'm in the streets of the internet, so the button isn't, but SmoothieText.com is my new button. But, you know, use the products and talk to people. This is the best part. Anybody can use the products, and anybody can talk to people, so anybody can become a successful network marketer. So that's number 1 mechanic. Number 2 mechanic is there's 3 parts to the number 2. And number 1 is be good at making friends. Number 2 is send invitations. And number 3 is get decisions. So everything we do revolves around, when we're talking to people, our objective is to make friends. I'm talking about working on the streets of the internet. And we'll also get into this. There's a line here between how you function on the streets of the internet and how you function on the streets of your neighborhood, you know, out and about, when you're out there shopping, when you're at the mall, when you're at the gas station, when you're visiting a friend, when you're going here, there, and everywhere, and you're seeing people, right? But the concept still is the same. The mechanic number 2, there's 3 parts. That's make friends, that's send invitations, and that's get decisions. And we're going to go through this in all the different ways. But once you find your tool, once you find the invitations that you like to use, and once you find the methodology and how you like to make friends, then you just double down on that. And this is the great thing. You just put a plan together that's personalized for you and how you like it, how you like to do stuff, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, and then there's mechanic number 3, and there's 8 parts to mechanic number 3. We're not going to get into this today, but it's all about mindset. And it's about these invisible barriers that we have to face, and knowing them and understanding them up front, it now makes them visible. There's 8 of them. And we'll go through these throughout the year. It's going to be a good year for those that pay attention. And this is going to help you to grow your business. And if you're looking for an opportunity, if you're thinking, you know, I'd like to check out network marketing, give it a try, well, that's also what my channel is for, what this is about. And you can start with a free business model with me and being a distributor with Smoothie Text, and you can start there. And we can talk about how you can do that. It's a basic business model. You have nothing to lose except time, especially wasted time. And that's what we don't want to waste your time. But I don't need your money. I need you to follow instructions. And I promise you, if you follow instructions, everybody wins. So bridge number 3 mechanic, the 3rd mechanic, there's 8 of these invisible bridges. There's 8 of these barriers, these roadblocks. These are the things that take you out because you don't see them. You don't recognize them as the enemy. And we're going to go through those throughout the year. These bridges that we have to cross, we need to be aware of what they are so that we can cross them and not get stuck. Because if you get stuck too long, you're done, right? And then the 4th mechanic, and we're going to go through this, is the 3 stages to become an adult distributor, like an adult business person, an adult executive, an adult, a leader in your business. And there's 3 stages that we all have to go through, and we're going to go through those stages. But the bottom line is this. It's another new year, and we can do so much over the next 12 months. You don't have to put in a lot of time, but you have to put in time. An hour a day would be great. Think of it as exercise, for your income, exercise for your bank account versus exercise for the gym. You go to the gym, it's an hour. When you want to exercise to build your body to get healthy and fit, it takes an hour. When you want to exercise, your rights to grow your income and build a business, it takes an hour. I mean, minimum an hour, right? But an hour can do it because there's an accumulation factor. 5 hours a week, you're talking 20 plus more hours a month because, that it all adds up. And the good news is that being successful as a network marketer, it's like lessons are built on top of lessons. So you take these lessons that I'm going to be sharing with you and you get some application with these things. Because how much does it cost you to get started? Really nothing. If you want to get started here, with smoothietext.com, what's it going to cost you? A smoothie is like $4, right? So that's nothing. But the good news is you don't need to know much more because we're going to have this talk every week, and everything you're going to need to know will be right in here, and it's free. This is going to lead you like a map. And think of it as an acronym, and the map is your Mentor Accountability Program. That's what this is. This will become like your Mentor Accountability Program. Now, if you don't show up, then this is going to be meaningless for you. But this is a gift. I don't have to do this. I'm very happy with the company I have. I want to build a whole new company called smoothietext.com, a whole new, organization in the digital world. And I'd love to have you part of it. But if you have a company you're with now, if you're already benefiting from another manufacturer's product and all that good stuff, that's awesome. Then don't you even think about that with Smoothie Text. But what you do is take what I'm sharing with you and apply it into your business because it's the same damn thing. Network marketing is the greatest profession among the greatest professions in the world. It's right there next to being in real estate. It's right there being in, in these top businesses that give you great opportunities for financial freedom and success. Network marketing is right there. And if you're looking for freedom and happiness, let me tell you, I believe happiness over everything. But let's get the freedom thing out of the way. We can do that in a year or so. Get that freedom thing out of the way. In other words, if you can get yourself positioned where you make enough money that helps to solve a lot of your problems, where you'd feel free from money problems, how good would that feel? We can do that. And we can do that one day at a time, right? So when I see you at the end of the week, what is it? Once a week I get in here. Between now and then, just start playing with this stuff. And then you have direct access to me here. Just let's start talking here. Let's keep an open discussion. But here's the deal. We're going to help you with your 2 tactical objectives, which is a tool or tools that you use to develop your customers, where you make your retail profits, because we don't make money unless we're developing customers. You see, this is a real business. We've got to get customers in order to make money. And then there's 2 strategic objectives, and that is to develop customers, happy, satisfied customers that reorder. I've got customers, and we have customers in the company that have been with us for 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 12 months, 15 years, 20 years. I was talking to a customer 3 days ago. We're texting back and forth. He's been a customer of mine since 1987. That's all right, huh? And today it's great because, all the shopping's done online. We don't have to deliver. I was the delivery boy in the day. I mean, talk about really, it doesn't get much easier than today. Being an entrepreneur today is a lot easier. This is the greatest time to be a network marketer in the entire time this industry's been around, which is like 100 years. Because of all the tools, the technology, the speed of things, and the efficiency, and how we can get so much more done in less time. And we can do it right from home. And this is just wonderful for especially single moms that are looking for a side gig. This is like the greatest thing for them to do, especially, single moms. We're talking about getting into the health and nutrition, and then having a business you can, like exercising at the gym, you can build your income an hour a day. That's pretty cool. And like building your body, that first year is the key, because getting that foundation of getting to the gym every day, that habit going every day, that's what shows up in the mirror. The habit of taking what you're learning here and applying these exercises. So we're going to talk a lot about, a lot of stuff. But reality is it all comes down to 4 mechanics. But there's a lot of sub things built off of that. But 4 mechanics, and we're going to go through these 4 mechanics to become a successful network marketer, and understanding that it isn't always pleasant. It isn't always pleasant. There's a lot of unpleasant times when you go to the gym. There's a lot of unpleasant times when you're exercising. There's a lot of unpleasant times, right? But when you look in the mirror, you start seeing progress. That's pretty pleasant. You're getting happy on the deal because you're putting in the unpleasant times so you can get the pleasant times. That's the same thing here. Same exact thing. What you're going to look at, is not in the mirror. What you're going to look at is what you're depositing in your bank account and what you're depositing in your confidence. So, God bless all you do. Happy New Year. Don't eat too much. Don't drink too much. Let's get off to a good start and get some momentum going. We'll be back again the first of the year. Is going to be here tomorrow, and then we'll see you, what is today? Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll see you next Wednesday. Okay, God bless. Much love. Bye-bye.